Hey y'all, hey. Okay, so if you went to the Drake concert, let me know what you think about it because I'm about to review my experience. So I originally did a review immediately after the show with my little sis, but the video came out weird with the words mouthing different, so I had to do it again. So first I'm going to start off with some pros, some cons. I'm going to also tell you guys what I analyzed throughout the crowds, the different demographics, and then give my overall rating as well as my little sis who is 17, her rating for the show. Okay, so boom. So some of the pros that I liked about the show was the props that were used. Obviously in this picture you can see that Drake had like live images of things that represent the song that he was currently performing. So in this one, I forgot what song he was performing for this one, but it's one of the pregnant ladies from off of the album cover. This one right here, he had like a blown up sex doll, but also pay attention to the stage. It changed up a lot of time throughout the whole concert, which I enjoyed. It kept my attention. I also like that he included his younger self, and he only showed up like twice, but it showed like different stages of what he was watching and entertaining at that time in his childhood, which was pretty nice. Fans show interaction throughout the show on the camera as if we were at a basketball game. Loved it. This was the ops cam, and I didn't get the other cam, but it was also a breakup cam. And so this was very aligning with Drake and his current albums that he has put out recently. Now for the cons. Now I like DJ Khaled. I think he is a cool person, but they always pull out DJ Khaled when an artist comes to Miami, and him coming out with this sign, I don't know. I just felt really annoyed when he came out behind Drake with this sign. I don't know. In the middle of the concert, Drake gets off stage and he goes to the VIP DJ booth section or whatever with his friends. And honestly, at this point, a lot of people in the crowd started to go get something to eat or go to the bathroom. They thought it was an intermission because Drake started playing songs that we like, but in a whole different way. Honestly, it felt like we were back in the club and Drake was just paid to just arrive there and play his songs. Honestly, that's what this concert started to feel like, especially at this point. Now, I didn't hear this, but my little sis said that she heard him say, like, telling the people in the front row, like, why are you sitting down? Y'all should be dancing during this part. So I guess he wanted this part to be like the club renaissance, but it wasn't given that because the music wasn't, it wasn't that. Also, before I get into 21 Savage, I want to say that throughout the whole show, the sound system was horrible. There were times where I had to like wait a little bit to hear more of the beat or the songs to understand like what song was coming up next. So it didn't help that Drake was mixing like new beats and stuff like that with his old songs because I can't hear shit. So when 21 Savage came out, it was hard to hear 21 Savage. On top of that, I really love 21 Savage. I feel like he is so authentic. But at the same time, throughout the show and his part, I felt like his energy wasn't really up there. I felt like he couldn't wait to like get the hell off stage and go to the club or go home. And as bad as the sound system already was, Drake had about 3 or 4 times where he was just talking a lot. Now, I wasn't surprised by this, but looking throughout the crowd and who came, it was a wide demographic. You have different ethnicities. You have different ages ranging from, I'm 28, but there were parents there who were like in their 40s there, and then younger as in like probably like with their parents, like 13 or so. Now, I will say that some of these people who are, or Latina, I was actually surprised that they skipped over saying the N-word. Maybe it's because they were around me. I don't know. I don't think everybody, skipped over the N-word, but I was surprised. That's something that I also analyzed. But towards the end, y'all, like Drake was doing another long speech and people were just walking out of the stadium because we were restless at this point, like tired. There's only so much props and so much stage movements and those type of things and gimmicks that we can really take until you're done. Also, I want to mention the lighting was bad. As you can see for this image right here, you see the blow up doll, you see all of the design stuff on the stage, but you cannot see Drake. We're here to see Drake. There were multiple times where it was dark. I could not see him. it's only him on the stage and it's hard. So I can't see you and I can't hear you because of a bad sound system. So overall, my little sis gave this show at 8.5. I gave this show a 7.5. And I feel like that's a really good, rating after I went to go see Beyonce. I realized that I would mostly like to see male rappers, especially the new current ones, in a festival setting rather than just them alone in a concert, because I'm not being fully entertained. So in a festival setting, when Drake has his set, I would definitely go see Drake at that festival with amongst other artists. Also, I believe again that a Drake experience would be very lucrative for him. If you look on my TikTok or my YouTube, I did upload like 2 years ago that Drake should do a museum experience to celebrate his career and all of the music that he has done so far. Reason being is that my little sis made a great analyzation and saying that Drake has so many songs, you're bound to not like maybe like a small percentage or 10% of his songs, but there are songs and something for everybody, which explains why he had such a wide range of demographic at his concert. So imagine an experience where you get to enjoy what you love and what you like about Drake in a museum, and he gets to also tell his story and share his journey along the way instead of doing this concert, because honestly it just wasn't it. And this with the props and everything just gives me why the experience of a museum on a bigger level would be better. But if you went to the show, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below.